Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video we are going to see how we can have our script working when working on a touchscreen device. So right now, as you can see, I have added my keyboard and mouse to my mobile in order to work like a computer, like a normal computer. And since the keyboard is present, physical keyboard device is present, I'm able to basically give the keyboard inputs and my game is working. Okay, but let's say if I want to make this game for a mobile where keyboard is not there, so what we can do? Well, the answer is very simple. We can either use buttons or we can either use virtual joysticks in order to make our game working. So in our case we are going to use a virtual joystick. Okay, now there are many ways using which you can create your own virtual joystick, but thankfully we have something called asset library, and Godot has tremendous amount of assets, good assets basically, which can speed up your development process. And for example, this virtual joystick that I was talking about, we can go ahead and find something for our use and we can use it for free. So what all you have to do is, and when your project is opened, so you go to this asset library over here, and if you remember, this is what I was talking about initially. The asset library in the project menu, that is different, and this one is different. This one is going to provide all the assets which you can use inside your project. Okay, so on the search bar, let's search for a joystick, and if I hit press enter, so it's there are many options. So let's use this one. Okay, and click on download, and it is going to ask that where it is going to store your folder. So it's going to add a folder called add-ons. So I'm going to leave everything as default. Click on install and click OK. So your add-on is now installed. All right, now what we have to do is, let's switch script, and now what we have to do is, in order to use that joystick, the very first thing is we have to enable that plugin. So we go to the project and project settings, and if you come over here to the plugins tab, you can see the virtual joystick plugin is there. Just click on enable, and this will basically enable the plugin. Now if I hit play, you may expect some sort of virtual joystick, but it won't display right just now, because what we have to do is we have to add that joystick into our scene. Okay, so that's what we are. So what we have to do is, let's go back to the 2D mode, and let's go back to our main scene, and let me go ahead back to the normal view. So now we can see we have a root 2D game node, and then we have this sprite for our background, and then we have instantiated our player. So let me drag and drop this into our game, because I want this root node to be the child of the player. Sorry, I want the player to be the child of this root node. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to add this add-on. So let's go ahead and expand this add-on folder, and here we can see our virtual joystick folder is there. Inside this one, we are interested to add this virtual joystick scene. So if I just double click this one, so you with this green icon, you can see this is a control node, basically a UI node, right? So it is going to render on top of our game scene. So since this game scene is having this sprite and this player sprites, so in order to show the UI, we have to add the viewport node first. So I'm going to select the root node. I'll click the plus button, and from here let me select the viewport. Sorry, not the viewport, the canvas node. So let me select canvas layer. So basically the canvas layer is a node that is responsible for displaying out the UI on top of your game. So now that my canvas layer is added to my scene, what I'm going to do is, making sure that canvas layer is selected, I'm going to hit this chain icon, and from here I'll select this virtual joystick scene. But in your case, you might not see the added add-on, and that's because of this little checkbox. So by default this checkbox is off. Okay, so you won't see the scene which is there in your add-on. So what you can do is just check this add-on, and now you'll see your virtual joystick scene, and just click and it's now got added. So now let's hit play, and let's see that our add-on has been added, but using my mouse I am not able to do it. But if I try to use my touch, I mean the finger, I am able to use the joystick. So this is because the mouse is currently not emulating the touch. Okay, so how we can fix this is going to the project, click on the project settings. Okay, and if I go to the general, and if I come down to the input device pointing setting, here you, the first option you will see emulate touch from mouse. Just check this one on, and if I hit play, okay, still I'm not able to use this. So I believe this is something to do with the mobile editor that we are using. So okay, no problem. So anyhow, we wanted to add the touch functionality, touch input. So we have added the joystick. Now there is one problem only left, which is basically this touch joystick is too big. So let's scale it down. Okay, so I'm going to select my virtual joystick node, and from here let's go ahead and go to the layout, and from here let's drag, go to the transform, and for the scale let's set it to something like 0 0.4, 0 0.4. okay, so now it is 0 0.4. let's set y to 0. Oops, okay, so let's set y to basically 360 divided by 2. So it's going to be there, and let's just increase the value to maybe 200 or maybe 300. It's too much. Okay, let's set to 190, and okay, 200, 250 maybe. Okay, 240. Yeah, I think this looks fine. Let's press Ctrl S and try to play this. And yes, now we are able to use our virtual joystick. And now you may ask, okay, I'm using that virtual joystick, but our player is not moving. Yes, because we have till now not defined the actions that it has to call whenever some action is going to happen on the virtual joystick. And very simply we can use this. So basically here are 4 main actions that this joystick can do: action left, action right, action up, action down. So we are interested in action left. So here we have to give the same action name that we had given in the input. So if I go to the project settings, and if we check the input map, you can see we have the action called player underscore move underscore left. This is for left, and player underscore move underscore right. This is for the right. So let's add that. So for the left, I'll say player underscore move underscore left. Okay, and for the right, let's add player underscore move underscore right. Okay, just hit play, and let's see. Perfect. So using our virtual joystick, now the player is able to move left and right. All right, congratulations, you have created your player script. Now in the next video we will add the main goal of this game, which is the treasure chest that will trigger a signal whenever it is in contact with the player. Okay, so see you in the next one.